Hello guys, welcome back to Potence 4, and today we will take a look at the Bavarian Light Infantry from Victrix Games. Well, they are, I think, something like year-end or something old, so it's not the new kit per se, but I think they are still the latest Napoleonic release from Victrix. So, Bavarians are like, well, most of the Victrix's Napoleonic sets with two types of sprues. One is command sprue, 2 times, and rest is the basic rank and troop troops. So, let's take a look at the command squad first. So we have officer with horse, which is pretty sweet that Victrix also added this, mounted officer as option. They do it in the most, if not all, of their Napoleonic sets, but there are still only ones who are doing it, so that's nice. So there is horse, the officer for it, well, ensign, there is the flagpole, drummer with drum, and yeah, there is sergeant. You can see that he has this, I would say it's stick like the Austrians do, and there is also a food officer. So interesting is that you have the helmets as one part, you have, head with face as the other part, and then you have these plumes. Interesting is that the Victrix will never, fail to amaze me with ways how to do heads for their miniatures. Because after, these half heads for the Dark Age ranges, we have even this helmet and half head for the Napoleonics range, which I'm not sure if it's really necessary, but there we are. But some people say it's way easier to paint the faces, so maybe for it's there. I don't know. Anyway, you have also these plumps, which you just glue to the, side of the helmet, and now from the line infantryman, or regular line infantryman, you will have grenadier or light troops. So this is command sprue, and as I said earlier, you will have 2 of them in your, I would say, box back, but it's, the back. So this is basically not unboxing, but unbagging, which sounds terrible. And we are with 8 sprues for infantry. So it's 58 in the back, so 58 troops, which is, well, good for, starting your force. Or basically anything you want if you want to, play it for skirmish games like Muskets and Tomahawk or Sharp Practice. You just buy 1 or 2 of these sets and, well, you are off to go. So let's take a look at the, basic infantry sprue. So again, we have these face plus head, face plus helmet, and extra plumes. Even here we have one head to the helmet with wounded eye, and there are the other heads. And there are some mustache guys. And another head. So on the sprue is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 heads for 6 bodies. It's really nice. You have lots of options. Also, there are two types of bag for each of the bodies. Some with, frying pans or kettle. That's nice. And some without them. You have three bodies with, right arm. So we could say some marching or advancing guys. And three guys without arms. So these are for, skirmishing or firing line and stuff like that. Which is great because it's really nice to have the option to, if you want, to make your miniatures into skirmish poses or attacking or firing shots. And not just, the, I would say, boring marching pose. But of course I understand it's easier to paint, easier to, transport, easy to storage, and so on. But if you are playing more like large skirmishes, then, huge battles in 28mm, I think it's nice to have some variations for the firing guys, or, yes, I said earlier, if you want to, use them for light infantry. Because if you want to make proper light infantry, you just, take these plumps and glue them to the helmets and paint the guys green, and you have light infantry for Bavarians. And that's great. You have basically 3 skirmishing or firing guys per sprue, and we have 8 sprues. Yes, 3, 6, 8 sprues. So basically you can make 24 skirmishing guys, which is pretty nice. Also, what is pretty nice with Bavarians is they are one of the most universal, miniatures or fractions for the Napoleonic Wars. Because you can use them basically against Austrians and Prussians on the, French side. This, I would say, it's default use. You can even use them for the Napoleon invasion of Russia, so you can use them against the Russians, which is also great, because now you can, use them basically against all of the, anti-Napoleonic coalitions, all except British, because they were not present in Spain, as I'm aware. I think not. So basically, but Spain was, after all, just a minor theater in the grand scale of Napoleonic War, so you can use them against basically all the major powers. They were even, presented in the Tyrolean rebellion, so you can use them there. And what's the most important is that they, even at the end of the war, they switched sides and fought with the coalition forces, so you can even use them against the French, so that's wonderful. Because if you are in the group with not so many players, with Bavarians you can fight, against all armies except the British. Or of course you can fight against the British, there is no law which forbids you, or some what-if scenario in Spain if you want or something. But canonically and historically, you can use them against basically all except the British, so that's great. And as usual with the Victrix, I have nothing bad to say about them. As you can see, the details are sharp. There is lots of options on the sprues. You get the command, you get even the mounted command. It's fair price for 60 miniatures, or almost 60 miniatures. I have nothing more to say. It's great kit, lots of options, as you can make regular infantry, grenadiers, light infantry. Well, as I said, great. If you want it, or if you want any, minor nations, which is, as I said, universal for basically fighting anyone, go for Bavarians. great, I would say, starter nation for Napoleonic Wars. So that's all. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you are wanting, to buy the Bavarians, it help you with, showcasing the set. If it did, don't forget to, give me a like on this video or rate me in the comment if you want to start your new army as Bavarians, and don't forget to subscribe so you are sure you don't miss the next one. Bye guys.